Damn, bro. Let's talk.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name's Ali, and this is
Kaz.
Kaz with a Z. Oh, by the way, just a little. Do you see these T-shirts? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see, it says Kurdistan, and
so we would like to thank
Kurdistan FA for providing these or
these
sponsoring these for us. Sponsor makes it look like I'm begging or something.
No.
But thank you for giving it to us.
You can find his page on Instagram at Kurdistan FA.
Yep.
So in today's episode video, we'll be talking about the World Cup.
Qatar World Cup.
As you guys know, it's the eve of. Is it the eve of or today?
Today is the
first game.
Yeah, the first
Qatar
game,
against Ecuador.
The first celebration.
And it's not Qatar, it's Qatar. Qatar. Do you want to get onto the?
So today we went out in the streets of London and we asked, what's their opinion about the Qatar.
What's the British public's opinion about Qatar hosting the World Cup and the controversy around it? But let's discuss it here first before we go out to the public. What's your opinion?
What's your opinion? Thank you.
Why am I got an American accent?
Hey man, my name's Kaz.
You're dumb. What's your opinion, bro?
What's my opinion? You know what my opinion? I think, they got selected about 10 years ago and they've started construction and everyone's now talking about, oh, Qatar this and the LGBTQ and no alcohol, no stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think, for a country, from the beginning, from them being chosen, they should have been, respected.
They should have known how the World Cup. They should have known
because it's a Muslim country. Of course, no alcohol, and it's homosexuality is frowned upon
because of the religion.
And you can't show public affection.
Whether you're gay, straight, lesbian, whatever. Turtle, elephant.
You can't do that in Dubai or something like that.
I don't know about Dubai, but in private, you go to your own room, you do whatever you like. You're a man, you're a woman, cat, dog, whatever you are, do it in private. Yeah. You can't show compassion in public places. It's frowned upon.
Yeah, exactly. So, like many other countries as well in Africa and stuff like that, it's illegal. It's frowned upon.
Yeah.
So
the whole idea of
we just wanted to go out and get their opinion. We're not trying to cause controversy or something like that. We just want.
The whole thing is controversial.
Yeah.
Like, why do people want to kiss each other so bad in the streets?
I know it's not even about that. It's football season. I mean. Should we not be concentrating on the football. Beautiful game as everyone calls it?
It's football. Why?
It's football. Why does religion, sexuality, alcohol, anything have to to do with football?
When the black players get abused on the pitch, all they do is put kick out racism, and they do nothing about it. But when it comes to an Arab or Muslim country hosting the World Cup. There's all of a sudden an outrage. Yeah. Fair enough, you come from a Western background, you can be gay in public, you can drink, you can be crazy and do whatever you like. Yeah. But you have to accept other people's differences. Exactly. Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Jew, whatever you are, we have to accept each other's differences. Okay, you're allowed to drink alcohol. Yeah. I'm not because I follow a certain teaching. Yeah. So why, the World Cup is there? Why are you involving this? Yeah. The gay community, drinking, human rights stuff. Okay, human rights stuff. I get that. A lot of people did die in the construction of the stadiums, but do we know the real numbers, or is that a Western media made up numbers? Do we know?
Because the media sometimes overdoes everything. Everything.
And British media control a lot of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
So do we really trust the media? The UK is in a mad state right now.
What's your opinion? About the World Cup. Are you watching? Are you boycotting?
You don't have. I'll be definitely watching it. Yeah. Why do you have to drink? Can you not drink for 3 hours and enjoy football? Why do you have to drink? Why must you drink? Yeah. Why, you enjoy football, you've gone to Qatar to watch the football.
Can you not have
Why do you have to... Yeah, why do you not have a juice or something, a fizzy drink? And also, why must you show affection in public? Yeah. Why don't you respect the values of the country? Yeah. You're there for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Follow the rules of the country. So, see, that brings me on to this, yeah? When we come over here as minorities, why must we follow British values?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense for me.
So when Europeans go there, why can't they respect the values, the culture, the principles?
But now that you get that whole other thing, like, oh, but you're Muslim, you come to a Western countries, like Western values are so much more open than your religion or where, you know, whatever you follow. Do you get what I mean?
So we respect that, no?
Yeah, we still respect it. I mean, it's not like we intrude your space.
Well, as a Muslim that I've come to this country, I haven't told anyone, okay, you must pray, you must do this, you must do this.
Yeah.
I've accepted the
democracy. You must drink alcohol.
I've accepted the democracy of the country of having everyone being their own person.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's not to say everyone is like me, so that's why I think we should accept each other for each other's differences.
Definitely.
Why must you drink?
I think, yeah, overall, the country that's hosting the World Cup, yes, I know there's some things about it, like it's controversial, some things have happened.
In terms of paying for FIFA, but everyone pays for FIFA. It's a bidding. Yeah, it's like an auction.
Yeah, exactly.
Many countries come sit down, okay, they say, I'm paying this much to host it, I'll be proposing this. Oh, this is my proposal. This is how much I'm going to pay. This is how quick I'm going to do it, blah, blah, blah. I'll be providing
like myself, I'm not a big football person. I do enjoy football.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm going to watch it because it's the World Cup and I'm going to be supporting England.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to be supporting...
It's definitely not coming home, but anyway. Yeah. But that's our kind of views. Let's see what the public think.
We're going to go out in the public and see what they say.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, my body.
And we are in Qatar, capital in London.
Harrods.
Let's ask the people what their opinions are on Qatar and if they will be watching or boycotting the World Cup.
Yeah, let's go.
So we are here with
Vincent.
Found my wife here and my wife behind us. So what's your name, sorry? Anya.
So we're here today with
Albert.
And
Teddy. You can't forget Teddy.
Teddy, come in, Teddy, man, come in. Here with
Vic.
And you want to be?
What's Spain?
What's Spain?
Yeah.
What's your opinion about an Arab country, a Muslim country hosting the World Cup?
Oh, we were talking about that. We just came back from Dubai, so we were talking about that.
So what's your opinion on it?
It's good. The sport is sport, so it has to be everywhere.
Yeah. And how about the controversy behind it? What do you think of that? You know,
you mean about the alcohol?
The
maybe?
alcohol, drinking, you know, LGBT community. What do you think of that?
Oh, okay. So it's complicated. So first of all, I respect all the opinion in all countries. So the countries, they decide for their own. It's their own decision.
Okay.
Maybe for the alcohol, you know, it's true that sport is combined with alcohol.
Yes.
I'm not agree with that. You know, sport should be with sport. If they don't drink alcohol, they can have soda, they can have water.
Exactly.
The fun will be the same and the sport will be the same.
Okay.
We have to support the sport and the team, not only going there for the alcohol.
Sure.
So you know, voilà.
And what do you think about like this kind of controversy around like 6,000 people died constructing the stadiums and stuff like that?
Yeah. Now it's the point. Okay, they show that point. During the war, many people died in other country and. Why suddenly we talk about this? You know, for sure, it's very sad.
Yes,
I agree. I agree with that, but it's not new. You know, why concentrate and what the point? When to show it now?
Definitely.
Opinion, basically, I mean, it is controversial. I think there was like the entire way that Qatar actually was chosen as a host nation is definitely controversial.
So you think they paid their way somehow into hosting?
Some bribery amongst the different FIFA committee members.
But I guess you have to pay some money. In every country does it. They pay money in order to it's like a bidding. So you bid
like
to win.
Bidding, but there was a lot of things that happened under the table in this case. Between different officials and. There's also documented cases of some of the officials being paid, you know.
But do you think it's not a bit too late? Like they were chosen as World Cup hosts for 2022 10 years ago, more than 12 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think action should have been taken earlier. At this point, it's a lot about just bringing awareness to it and the fact that the World Cup is happening now. It obviously makes sense that it's trending now. But generally, I think it just speaks to FIFA as an organization. That they're corrupt and something needs to be done.
So, final question: would you be watching or boycotting this year's World Cup?
I think I'll be watching, but with kind of a bittersweet taste in my mouth.
We'll be starting today. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? It's starting today.
I honestly think it's probably going to be France.
France, yeah.
I'd have to give.
Benzema's out. He's out injured.
No,
today.
Benzema's out. I think they have the squad depth now that there's 5 substitutes.
Yeah.
I think that'll play in their favor.
So you're Team France.
Team France.
Go France.
Team France.
Hello, sir. What do you watch football?
Sorry?
Do you watch football?
Nope.
You don't watch football? What's your opinion on Qatar hosting the World Cup?
I don't know if it does. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to leave it there.
Leave it there.
Because I don't understand either. Yeah, he's not on it. I didn't understand. He's like... What's your opinion on Qatar hosting the World Cup?
I think that we have to respect the country where we are going. So their culture, their traditions, and that's it.
So, what do you think of like the people that died? They say that 6,000 people died constructing the the World Cup stadiums and other buildings. What do you think of that?
I didn't understand everything.
Okay, I'll go a bit slower.
Yeah, I'm watching it, but you know how the whole world isn't really following because of like the whole controversy, like the LGBTQ stuff. Like they should be free and allow the others.
Qatar should be free.
They should be free to allow those people. But obviously, it's like something they've had, like it's history.
Yeah.
So you can't really like blame them. But if they want to hold something as big as this, they should like kind of allow these minorities, these type of things. What do you think?
I think it's more. They should have never got in the first place. Like
they should have never got
FIFA, the corruption thing. With it's so evident that they, like paid for it because they don't really have the like typical values of a country which would host the World Cup, such as being like they're not serving alcohol in the stadiums and stuff like that, and all the controversy around the workers that have died building the stadiums. Like by having the World Cup in December, it's changing so many things and it's not benefiting anyone except for like the heads of like FIFA. Things in the heads of FIFA, heads of the presidents of football in Qatar. It's not really benefiting anyone.
But when you mention alcohol, do you not think we should respect the standards and the religion or culture of the country? They don't allow alcohol unless you've got a ticket that you've paid for. It's about 19,000 Qatari pounds. You can't drink alcohol inside the stadium unless you've got that VIP ticket. But regardless of that, do you not think we should respect them for their own values and standards and the culture that like their Islamic culture and stuff like that? Do you not think we should respect them?
No, I think we should respect them for their values and culture and like all of that. But I don't think it's, especially when it's like they're willing to change it a little for the people who are willing to pay like a lot more for it. But then it becomes kind of like, well, if you're changing the rules because these are like incredibly wealthy people and you don't want to change it for the general population, it's fine, but they should at least give more of a reasoning behind it.
As a minority, do you think the European countries have respected our values and culture? For example, the World Cup that was hosted in South Africa, that had a lot of controversy and there was nothing wrong with the country. So it's a Christian country, different people. They weren't against drinking alcohol or beer or anything like that. They weren't corrupt about like bidding for the World Cup. But these European countries still held some hatred towards South Africa. Why do you think these European countries are so against, minorities hosting the country? Like Qatar's a small country, but regardless, if they're capable of hosting, shouldn't we allow them?
I think it's more of there's a bigger problem with all the people that died working to build the stadiums and also like shifting the time that's normally played in to accommodate for it, and then to add on to those is like minor issues which they originally stated that they would be fine with serving alcohol and things like that, and they've gone back on that view, and so it seems a bit it seems a bit unfair that they've been able to do it, especially when it's been somewhat confirmed. Like it's alleged that they paid for it, but it's kind of like pretty obvious. So it's all of these things combined that makes it a bit.
But they say 6,000 people died constructing, the stadium.
Ah, ok. Comment dire?
Comment tu t'appelles? Je m'appelle Ali.
It's a bad thing.
It's a bad
because, comment dire? In Qatar, it's a lot of people are mistreated.
Yeah.
And exploited. Yes.
Yeah. This has turned into an English lesson. No, Jack.
It's not gonna be the best World Cup because Algeria is not here. First, and second, I'm going to support France.
So this is the third.
Because there is Benzema in the team.
Benzema's not in there.
In France?
No.
Yes.
It's finished. Benzema.
No, I don't believe you.
Benzema's not finished.
He was injured last night.
No way.
Yeah, that's it. Benzema is not in.
I don't believe you. Sorry.
Okay, you watch it. You watch the World Cup and you'll see.
He was injured last night. He's out of the World Cup.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
You're
watch.
not gonna support?
No.
What's your main concern regarding the whole Qatar hosting?
Everything. Well, I mean, obviously, not people's well-being. Like a lot of people have died building the stadiums out there. You know, LGBT rights. People are dying out there because it's not okay to be gay. And it just doesn't follow the rest of the world. Like where FIFA has been held, I feel like everyone has the same views except for Qatar.
But should we not accept them for what they are in terms of it's a Muslim country, they have their own culture and values and they follow their religion, and in terms of European values they follow other teachings, or some of them don't follow any teachings. Should we not accept each other for our differences, or just because it's affecting us?
I totally appreciate everyone accepting people for their differences, but I think it's sort of qualified in the fact that Qatar maybe don't follow people for their differences.
In some cases, you can, as a Middle Eastern and as a Kurdish man, we do have LGBTQ communities there, but in terms of showing affection in the open world, it's frowned upon. So whether you're gay, whether you're lesbian or whatever, straight, even like heterosexuals, you can't show affection in public. It's frowned upon. So it's not just, okay, you're gay, you can't.
But showing affection doesn't just mean that you're straight or like gay. Showing affection is just one part to it. Like that's not the point, is it?
Still, if it's illegalized for being who you are, it's a difference between showing affection and actually being illegal.
Yeah. In terms of the human rights abuses, do you think that's just a Middle Eastern or Qatari issue, or it's just everyone, you know, taking a step back because they're more powerful than Qatar, they can have a go?
I mean, it depends how you cut this, but no, of course not. Like even when you look at Europe, right, it's still modern slavery. It happens, but when you have such a spotlight on the Qatari World Cup and how they've built it up, and they didn't have a football association in terms of they've literally built from the ground up. They've had to build stadiums, and thousands of people have died because of it. You're going to get a spotlight on you, and it's going to happen. So unfortunately, like it sucks, but you can say that it's a Western hypocrite, that it's modern slavery. I totally understand that, but also it's on FIFA to understand that Qatar wasn't ready for the World Cup and they needed to build up 10-15 years, and you could have placed it where people had stadiums and had the infrastructure to build that up, and there wasn't going to be such a spotlight on it. But the reason that they got it in the first place was through pure corruption. So
that lies with FIFA and Qatar in terms of they're both rich and they
it lies with FIFA. It lies with the fact that somebody could get paid off.
FIFA there or Qatar themselves?
But you can't say that now, can you? Because of the Middle East, and like you look at Newcastle, you look at Man City, you look at Liverpool, they're probably going to get bought out anyway. Everywhere is becoming Arab money, and and then you have to have that conversation of where does that come from, and are you comfortable with that? So it's not about that, it's about FIFA having to have a strict process of following the guidelines of finding the countries that they should.
So would you be boycotting or watching the World Cup?
I'm going to be watching.
Watching? Who are you going to be rooting for?
England.
England? Do you think it'll be coming home this time?
No. Yes, it's coming home. Yes, it's coming.
We are back. We are back.
Long day outside. It was raining.
Basically, we walked from my house, which is near Oxford Street,
to Knightsbridge,
and then walked back, and it was raining like crazy.
Soho and everywhere else. The Western world wasn't built on perfection. Built on human rights abuses, built on slavery, built on a lot of things.
I mean,
a lot of atrocities. So who are we to judge? That's not to say this is wrong and this is right, of course. And if we're going to stand up for one thing, we might as well stand up for everything, and not just individualize, if that's the word, Qatar, but leave everything to a side that benefits us. So in conclusion, congratulations Qatar.
Well done getting that shit.
Mabruk عليك. Ya khara.
No, don't say that.
That's alright. What does that mean?
It means
you're
you shit.
No, you're the shit.
You're the shit.
Yeah.
Ya khara.
Yeah, say it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Inta khara. No, that means you're shit.
But yeah, this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you've benefited from it. I hope you've understood or taken away something. I've been Kaz.
Wait. I do this part.
Alright, calm, bro.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the lovely things, and
share and comment.
It's coming home. It's coming home. England.